Hello again. This video might be a little echoey in its audio. This room isn't set up for video recording, so that's why I like to do most of my videos outside. But I figured I would start uploading a little bit more about my little gaming cabinet and the kind of stuff that I want to be streaming on Twitch more. So that's what this baby's about. So I guess we'll start with chronological order. We'll go with the PS3. I was gifted this month. It came with all the cables and everything. Oh my goodness. With a controller and a non-Sony, a remote and a non-Sony controller. The system was actually refurbished, so I didn't really have to do anything with it. It just worked, which was great. I did have to clean the remote quite a bit, and it looked like the non-official controller was pretty new as a replacement, so that I could just chuck into my controller box, which I need to work on having a better organizational system for all of that. So I ended up getting a official controller because I like collecting the official controllers for these different consoles. And this one I was able to find, they're expensive. So I wanted to get a used one so that I could get a bit of a deal. So this one I found that was lightly used, and I got this on eBay. So I went and I looked, and there's a lot of fakes out there for this kind of controller. So I wanted to be very careful. I did my research to figure out what this one's supposed to look like, right? And then when I was on eBay, I looked for listings that had photos that looked like they were taken with just a regular camera, where they were placed in like a regular room. So it was like a legit looking thing. And this one, I didn't notice until I got it. It actually has a bit of a break right here. And it was a bit dirty when I got it. So I ended up taking it apart, cleaning all of the parts inside and out, and aligning this break. I wanted to glue it while I had it all open, but I don't have the glue. So I just aligned it as best I could. It's really not too bad now that I aligned it. There was also a little bit of damage here, so I sanded it down so it wasn't as jaggedy. And put it back all together, and it'll be fine until I get the glue. I can take it back, I can open it back up again. It's not that hard. The only part that's kind of annoying is when you squish it back together. I was having problems with the upper triggers. This one actually in particular, it kept on popping out of alignment, but it's really not too bad, this kind of controller. So hopefully I'll fix that in the future, just to make it so the break doesn't get worse, because it is kind of like hairline fracturing around it. I don't know how they did that. I'm going to be treating it very carefully, so it shouldn't be an issue. And then I got component cables for the Wii. It's pretty self-explanatory, really. I had composite, and I'm using the RetroTink. The picture quality is okay, but it's much better on this. It's much more doable. I do have to test, now that I have a video capture card, to make sure the quality will be good through OBS, because I was testing with my monitor, and I forget what setting, because RetroTink just has buttons, so I forget which setting exactly it is that I set up with the clearest color, so I don't know if it was pass-through or something. So the monitor was doing some of its own magic to make it look cleaner. So we'll see with that, but it is an upgrade, which was nice. And I was worried about getting an off-brand cable, but it worked out well. They're good. And this baby is the video capture card. I've been having, I don't know, I know I'm not really a professional streamer by any stretch of the imagination, or vlogger, but I don't like how my computer can have hiccups when I'm streaming, or the quality is so poor. The Far Cry Primal Let's Play is kind of pixel soup, especially once I upload it to YouTube and it gets compressed. So I have such a good, I think, it will get better. I'll collect more games, classical video games backlog. I kind of want to play some of those on the stream more and highlight, all of the good games that are already in existence that are fun to play. And doing it through those consoles will allow, I think, the video quality to just be better. So unload a lot of it'll make it, I think, smoother because the computer won't be working as hard. And I might be able to do other interesting things with the computer since I'll have the extra CPU and RAM and stuff. At least until I upgrade my computer again, and that'll take a while. So I figured this would be great because I do want to get into more console streaming, like the older consoles. So I'll unbox this, and I'll either make that its own video or I'll attach that to this video, just to see what's inside. Longtime viewer Zarlark had recommended the Elgato, and I looked into that with the Aver Media, and I kind of compared the two and pros and cons. I ended up going with this. It has a slightly better video quality. It's pretty slim. No one's really going to notice it. But that was one of the reasons why I chose this, and also the price. It was much cheaper for me at the time, so I just did that because they're pretty comparable. And I'm not going to be going over 180p anytime soon, so this will be fine. Wow, okay, so I'm tagging this on to what I had recorded previously. I can't believe I forgot about this. It happened earlier in the month, and I had put it all away because I need to clean all of it. But it's crazy that I had forgotten to set this up as part of the original video. So this is part of my haul for gaming this month. All of this is stuff that I got for a really good deal, but it wasn't what I ended up actually wanting. So, and that's probably why I brain farted and didn't put it in. I'm going to be cleaning all of it, making it look really nice, and then putting it up on either, well, probably both Craigslist and eBay to try to get what I do want, which is a black Wii that can play GameCube games. So I saw this at a yard sale, and I asked how much it was. I think for the whole entire thing of the Wii controllers and all these games here, just like a pretty decent stack. Super Swing, not one of them. This was an old Christmas present that ended up, that and Tiger Woods. My parents really like golf, so I had gotten those two for them and didn't really pan out. This stack of games, all of it, $20. It was not that bad of a deal at all, especially since it's a Wii in box. But then I got home and I realized, I was trying to play it cool, be like, yeah, this is great, I got home and I realized that it's a flat Wii, a horizontal Wii, the devil. So you can't play GameCube. It has all of the hardware in it, but it lacks the actual ports to make it work. It stinks. So So what I did was stole one of these cases. I'm going to just have it as a spare, and I put the Tiger Woods and the Sega and Jewel discs, because I always like having spare cases for games. That way I can get sometimes rare games on disc only rather than complete in box, and then it's like, well, at least I got it, and then I have an original case. I can work my way up from there. And same as what I did with this as well, putting it in a DVD case. So it came with Just Dance. Took that. And I had also gotten from another yard sale in that day, what was it, like the exercise game? No, wait, where is it? Right here. It is Wii Fit. Of course, I should remember that. Wii Fit Plus. I don't have that in this video. It's Wii Fit, you know, so very professional as always to keep track of things. So I got these golf games that no one really cares about. Let me see here. Yeah, all of these came with receipts, which is interesting. So I could see what they originally paid for it. Definitely got a deal for all of this. Sonic Sega All-Stars Racing. I'm sure it's lovely, but I'm not super into that. So that's in the pile for selling. Carnival Mini Games Golf. None of these are really all that amazing. Brunswick Bowling. Build and Race. Lost in Blue. This was actually you can see it, $13. Used, 100% guaranteed. I had almost gotten this for the DS back in the day. It seemed really interesting, but I didn't. So, and these are all pretty well cared for. The manuals are all in there and stuff. This person really took care of all of it. Obviously, she sold the box. The only really good game, as far as I'm concerned, that came with this is Zelda Twilight Princess. But I already have a copy of that, and I have the original, so not the select or player's choice or any of that. So I think I'm just going to probably sell this or trade it, because I'm totally, like, that's why I like Craigslist. Hopefully I can get someone to trade with me so I can get the Wii that I actually want. It had an original black controller and Nunchuck. I swiped those because I had bought 2 in the past, one of which was an original Nintendo. The other one was a really good parody of that, and it had to resync every single time the remote was turned off and on. It was awful. I hated it so much. I got rid of it. So now I have 2 original controllers that are black, which is great. And then I have 1 black Nunchuck and 1 white. The white one I'm pretty sure is legit. Feels like it. It's harder to tell with those compared to the controllers where it's either super obvious, it's off-brand, or in the back underneath it'll have Nintendo in there. Yeah, see, so all this stuff still needs to get cleaned. I need to go in and wipe everything down. And that, she saved the paperwork for those for some reason. But yeah, the box here, ooh, those were my knees. It's in really good condition, and it has the manual, the Wii itself, all of that in there. So, I could probably open it up here, just so you see. I ain't fooling. Like, it even has the cardboard parts. Which makes sense. If you're keeping the box, why wouldn't you keep that stuff too? Ah. It's kind of different from when I first got my Wii, I remember like this being blue and not cardboard, so I think it got less fancy as time went on. Oh wait, I forgot to take this out. This is coming with me. The black nunchuck is mine. Yeah, so there she is. I got so disappointed because I was too excited that I thought I had gotten an amazing deal. But yeah, it's what I want. I actually want to get the black one and then do a light mod, which is basically just colored tape because I don't want to have to solder if I don't have to, and change the LED to make this like a peach pink. And then maybe put like a little decal on the side, like a sakura flowers or a tree or something. Make it look cute. So yeah, it comes with all the paperwork. So not a bad deal for 20 bucks for sure. And hopefully this will allow me to get a little bit closer to what I actually want. Because I want to get a black Wii not only because that's like the one that I like as a color choice and a design choice, but it also has the better revision board, so that in the future if I wanted to do an HDMI mod to it, I could. The white one I have works fine, but it is an older board, so you can't actually do the HDMI mod to it, at least at this time. So that's that's the main reason why I want to do that. But there we go. That needed to be added to the video. I hope you enjoyed. So it's kind of a really bad image to end on. I should just be like, there. There you go. Yeah, so I hope you like this video. If you did, check out the other ones. Check out my Twitch stream, Patreon, all that junk. And as always, good luck.